Good morning, my name's the second son. Today's a very special day because we're planting native trees and bushes. Let's get to work. So the first plant we're planting is the eastern redbud. It's a very pretty plant. Given its name, it has very red flowers and red buds. The flowers are edible and apparently make a nice tea and a decent bath. Beyond that, it's just very pretty and is home to many pollinators. So we're going to have it up here where we can see all of it. With the eastern redbud in place, next comes the spicebush, which has an edible berry that replaces pepper.
Yeah.
Has an edible berry that is a pepper substitute. Where does this one go?
I don't know. We need to read the book, see how big it spreads.
Oh, right. All the research I did. Okay, so it wants 8 to 12 feet of space to grow. It grows 6 to 12 foot tall, 6 foot wide. No pruning. Propagate with seeds.
What do you mean, Wimpy?
So while we play around here in the dirt, you can see some of these stakes and tubes around us. Some of the taller ones have nets and some of the shorter ones don't. This is a lesson we learned only a few days ago. But the Carolina wren?
Carolina wren.
The Carolina wren will actually nest in these tubes. It's a native up here. So we're already making habitat without actually growing anything. Isn't that fun? So the bush going here is the smooth alder. And it's a bush I'm really excited to see grow because it has these very dark, verdant green leaves and some very interesting bark and things. It's a very pretty plant and it forms a wonderful thicket and it's going to try, hopefully, to cover most of this bank here. The stuff that's here now is an invasive called multifloral rose. And it's mixed in with a bunch of other thickets, some of them native, some of them not. But essentially what it's done is it's wrapped itself around the other plants here and it's slowly choking them to death. Once those plants have been choked to death by the multifloral rose, the plant then ends up taking over the dead space that its roots leave behind and cements itself to where it forms this massive thicket with the skeleton of another bush underneath it to hold it up. It's a nasty fuck you bush and it's covered in thorns and it makes horrible habitat for anything that's small, cuddly, and cute. So we're gonna kill the shit out of it. Each plant that goes in gets a little food tablet that is basically just a bunch of minerals packed into this little nugget so that when it rains it dissolves, gives the plant a lot of extra nice food and stuff. But you want to be careful when you plant them, because if you plant them when you put this in, if you put it too close to the roots of the plant, you'll actually burn the roots of the plant because this stuff is too rich. Oh. I'm going to throw my back out sliding down this hill. Down here at the bottom of the pond, we are going to be putting in a Winterberry Holly, which is another winter fruiting tree, or bush thing. This one has bright red berries on it, I believe. It's another tree that I'm very excited to see grow, because I want there to be color when there's, oh, yeah, you get yourself in the multifloral rose.
Right there. Where's that sucker start? Right
down,
there.
Right down here.
Bastard.
Die. Anyway, like I was saying, the Winterberry Holly is a very cool winter fruiting plant that holds fruit through the winter. Yeah. So this one, unfortunately, there are male and female plants for this one.
We only got one?
But we only got one.
So it will not fruit until we get another one.
It will not fruit well.
It's not a big rock, just a square one.
The plant going in here is called the hazelnut. This, judging by its name, is a nut-bearing plant. Small, 10 foot tall, 10 foot wide, but it suckers, so it can spread pretty well. And the nuts are eaten by all sorts of critter. Squirrel, rabbit, deer, turkey, ruffed grouse, bobwhites, you name it. The tree going in here is the American Linden tree, otherwise known as the Basswood, and it is an absolutely gorgeous tree, beloved by pollinators and all sorts of other things that live amongst its boughs.
And me.
And him, and me, and you, probably. Okay, maybe the last tree we get to today before the rain kicks us out is one I'm very excited about. It is the hackberry. This is a weird tree It grows very slowly and is susceptible to stunting, and is actually so susceptible that it's often described as being much shorter than it can actually be. If this tree is allowed to grow to its full height and to its full maturity, it actually begins to look very elm-like, with a thick central trunk, and then somewhere about 15-20 feet up, a bunch of very thick, twisting branches that just makes it look so tantalizing to climb. By the time I'm 99, we might have a tree that looks like that. But if I ever have grandkids, they might be able to climb this tree. And that would be very cool. Yeah, what tree are you planting and what's it for?
I'm planting a tulip poplar just because we got it. Not that we need it, we got a whole bunch of them on our farm, but they're pretty, they're useful, they get huge.
Decent hardwood.
Yeah, decent wood. Harvested in 100 years and I'm dead.
Yep. But mostly, the reason I like them is because they're the sole host to the eastern silk moth.
Yep.
The northeastern silk moth, something like that. There's a silk moth that lives here, and it is the only known host to that moth. And I think that's pretty cool.
We're putting it here because it's going to get plenty of sunshine. This is one of those areas of the farm where we can't farm it. It's too steep. Get a tractor in here, it's a hard corner, you tear up the ground. It's wet right there, so you get in boggy, you don't want to bury the tractor. It's just ground that we don't use, so we might as well put a tree here and make it pretty.
Alright, Dad. What tree are you planting and why is it here?
Well, it's a black cherry. Black cherries are a beautiful tree, make beautiful wood, but they are poisonous to livestock. So, putting it down here, even if the leaves get in the field a little bit, there'll be enough grass and stuff mixed in here, it's not going to cause a problem. There's other cherries here, there's a cherry right there, a couple other cherries. We don't grow great cherries in this part of the country. They're not those big, massive ones they make furniture out of, but they are native, and we'll take it. It's just not what we're looking for. Zipper down.
Okay.
That cherry's got a little light at the top, but the whole bottom's all dead. You eat so much, we'll get down there.
Same thing with the one behind it.
There's a good livestock tree back there. See what the woodpecker holds on?
Yeah, I do. Alright, my name's the second son. This is my father. Thank you all so much for being here, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.